Hello, welcome, and thanks for watching this product focus series brought to you by Keystroke. Today I will be demoing Quoting4Act. Quoting4Act is designed to run seamlessly as part of your opportunity management. This powerful add-on for Act allows you to easily create professional-looking quotes that you can send directly to your contacts right out of Act. So let's start by pulling up an open opportunity that we have already created. I'm going to click on my opportunity list here, and if you're unfamiliar with creating opportunities, you can watch Keystroke's feature focus video series that highlights the opportunity feature built into Act. So I'm going to pull up my open opportunity list here and pick an opportunity that I'd like to create a quote from. Let's choose this $12,000 opportunity right here. So once your opportunity is created, you can begin using Quoting4Act. So from the top of the opportunity, we go ahead and click the Quoting4Act button, and up comes the quoting console. The first thing that you should do on your first quote is click Document Settings right here and complete this information. One of the great things about Quoting4Act is that you can customize the branding to reflect your business. Everything from coloring, logos, branding, fonts, you name it. Everything you set here will be your default going forward. Also at the bottom of the quote, you should have some sort of terms and conditions or disclaimer to make sure that people are aware of the terms of the quote. And then the quote email content will show up in the body of each and every quote. So you can customize your table header background, your table header font just simply by clicking one of these buttons. Your default currency, you can change your quote prefixes, maybe put in your tax number, a footer, and then of course a disclaimer and the email quote content. This way, if you type this information in here, you don't really have to type that same type of introduction each time you send a quote. Also under this tax setting tab, this is where you can set your tax rate. So you can double click into this area to type in your tax type, double click under the default value to go ahead and type in whatever tax rate you're going to have, and that will calculate when the quote settings are completed. So let's go ahead and save that. So once you've got all this set up with your logo that you're going to put on the font and your disclaimer and all the content and everything, then you go ahead and you click the Save button right here. Now let's go through the options. So we can see the products or the services that were pulled from the opportunity and all other options. Your quote number, which will increase by the number with each subsequent quote, and all of the quote information. So let's look at the bottom left-hand side here. Deposit required. So for our purposes, we're going to go ahead and select a deposit of 50%. And you can go ahead and you can see it recalculate that here for you. And you can set a date when this deposit is required. In this case, it's going to be the same day that the deal closes. This ship to information here is automatically populated from the contact that is linked to this opportunity. So now let's look at some of these other quote details on the right-hand side. Here you can enter shipping costs. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's say $59. You can also enter a foreign exchange. So as a Canadian company, Keystroke sells both into the United States and Canada. So if your company is subject to foreign exchange, you can make sure that this right here is checkmarked and included. And then add the current exchange rate here. And select it here on the products section. Now for this example, we're not going to use any kind of foreign exchange. And you can see that tax rate was calculated right here. Then this section here allows for other quote options, like send email using PDF, quote for internal usage. This is particularly useful for sending a quote to a colleague so that he or she can quote someone else. Now, internal quotes like this will add the cost to it, the unit cost, which your customers really would never see. Also show grid lines. This is just for the user interface right here. Now what we're going to do is print to PDF so you can actually see what it looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and click this button right here. Now you can see everything organized as expected with everything you added: shipping costs, products, deposit, also where to print, sign, and date, the disclaimer, and everything else. So now let's close this and go back to Quoting4Act, and let's send this quote in an email. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and click Email PDF. Now you can see that right here it has populated the contact's email. It populates the subject with the quote name and the body of the email with the text we discussed earlier. Now once you hit send, this then will use whatever default email system that you use on your computer. Or you can use Keystroke's QMail add-on to send emails out as well. So as you can see, it's opened up Outlook because I use Outlook on my computer. Everything is all put where it should be. Email address, it's attached the quote. It's putting the body of the email right here. And so we can go ahead and send it through Outlook. So I'm just going to click send right here. So now it's done. So now click on save and close. And let's take a look at what we've got. So now on the Documents tab right here, you can see that it attached the quote doc. There it is. And on the History tab, you can see that a whole email that was sent. Now that contact has received the quote, they can view it, authorize it, sign it, and send it back to you. So you can see how everything flowed seamlessly from creating a simple opportunity, simple, fast, and flawless. You can go get this powerful add-on at the Keystroke website under the shop link, and then on the left-hand side under quoting. Then click Quoting4Act. So that brings us to the end of this product-focused video highlighting Quoting4Act. We hope you found it useful, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.